Hello, everyone. I want to welcome you again to the very last lesson in this program. Today is day three, and if you have gotten this far, I want to congratulate you and I want to commend you because it is really not easy. This is your first step towards success. The steps towards success is not easy, it is always a challenging one. But for those who are courageous enough to take the steps, they are the ones who are successful. So if you made this far, I want to say congratulations to you. And I want to also encourage you not to stop here because there is more to it. There is definitely more to it. So very quickly, let's go into what we have for today, which is monetize and scale your passion. In the last lesson, we talked about building your brand, that is creating your online presence, because it is not just about scaling. The major goal of this whole thing is for you to actually make an income for yourself, for you to be able to get a sustainable income, to be making money from what you are doing. That is the ultimate goal of this thing. So it's not just about you. If you have discovered a passion that you can actually turn into a thriving business and you've taken it online, build a brand, and you have built an online presence, the next thing is for you to start making money from whatever it is you are doing there. So this is what this lesson is about. Monetize and scale your passion. Monetizing is making that passion to pay you, and scaling means for you to grow. If when you start, what you're making from it is, let's say, 10,000 naira. You're making 10,000 naira from it in a week, for instance. Maybe in a month you are making 50,000 naira. You don't want to remain like that. You want to start saying, okay, let's see how we can grow so that maybe in a month you start making 100, from there 200, 500, 1 million, like that. You want to improve. Everybody wants to grow. So that is what scaling also means. So converting your online presence and skills into tangible financial gain. So in this lesson, we're going to be looking at digital products and freelancing. Number two, affiliate marketing and coaching. Number three, value and strategic pricing. Number three, passive income systems and creating your first offer. So beyond attention, because building your online income, what you're trying to do, taking your business online, is you want to attract attention, you want people to notice you, you want people to know what you are doing, you want people to resonate with your brand. That is attention. You want to get a traffic. So while online attention can be valuable metric, true sustainability and impact stems from converting the engagement into tangible financial gain. This distinction highlights the shift from mere visibility to generating economic value and securing lasting independence. So it's not just about the visibility, it's not just about wanting people to know you or to know your brand. The major goal is that you want to start making money from this thing. So the first thing, everything, even if you are, as long as you are on the internet, see, I want you to know something, that digital products, they are the best. Because if you want to talk about uh physical products, yes, you can sell physical products online, take it online, then you sell to people, people will order. But the problem with physical product is that then you start have to go through the stress of delivering that thing, ensuring that the thing gets to the person, the logistics, and the person have to confirm that yes, this is what they want. All those kind of stress. That's what comes with physical products. Then service-based products. When somebody on the internet say, okay, yes, I need your service, then you have to go there in person. You have to, if let's say for instance, the person now is outside your location, you start traveling to that place to go and offer that service, maybe as an engineer or as whatever service you offer. But in the case of digital products, you don't need any online store, you don't need any physical store, you don't need to travel anywhere, you don't need to worry about logistics, you don't need to worry about delivery. Inside your house, you can just be there and be selling your thing because the product is already there online. It's just for people to pay you and they will get access to it online. And that is just it. And that is why digital products are the best. So digital products you are create and sell. Unlock income streams by creating and selling digital products. Example include ebooks, templates, and online courses. This leverage specialized knowledge for scalable revenue. Like what I'm doing now is a physical is a digital product. If for instance I want to charge you for this training, I could have told you that okay, for you to have access to this training, you're going to pay me 3,000, or you're going to pay me 5,000, or you're going to pay me 10,000. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is not because I can't charge for it. I could have charged for it because the truth about human beings generally is that if they don't pay for something, they don't necessarily value it. I can tell for a fact that there are some people who are undergoing this program now and they're just following passively. They are not really putting their mind into it. And that is why because they didn't pay for it. It's because they got it free. If you had paid for it, you would be last. This even if you didn't want to get into it, but for the fact that you paid for it, you would want to just at least let me make my money worth it. I don't know if you're following me. So I could have charged for it, but then because I just want to put out the value, I just want to put myself out there. Okay, let me just give it to people there. So it's just because I want to do it. I don't. It's because what I love is what I love doing. I love to teach. I love to. I love to just. I love to impact people, and I want to take advantage of this opportunity. So let's say for instance I want to charge for this course, I could have charged any amount I want for it. And for you to get it, you don't need to come and meet me in person. I don't need to come and meet you in person. I don't need to place it somewhere. The only thing I just had to do was set up systems, then sell it, then you go there, make payment. The payment is electronically, it will enter my bank account and you have access to the course. Then you just view whether on your phone or your laptop or whatever device you are using, you consume it from there. You are not living where you are. I'm not living where I am. Everybody is at the comfort of their homes, and both the consumer and the creator, everybody is getting what they want, and everybody is happy. That's one good thing about and one good thing about digital products. This is a course. It is a course. So you can create courses. You can create books. You can write books. I have a book I wrote. People are buying it. And like I said, I'm going to give you access to that course because you're in this program. I'm going to give you access to that book at the end of the program. So I have books people buy. They don't have to go to bookshop. They don't have to go anywhere. They just have to check online, make the payment, place the order, make the payment. Then they get access to the book. They download it. They read it electronically. If they need it physically, they can go ahead and print it on their own. I'm not selling the physical, the printed copy. I'm only selling the digital copy. So these are business, these are ideas. If, for instance, you are somebody who loves cooking, you can create templates. It doesn't have to be a big book. You can even create a cookbook. But it's just that there are ways you package it that it will make it different from every other ones. So that when people see it, there is a way you will even advertise it. So that when people see the advertisement alone, they will want to buy. So these are the things we will be considering. So this is why digital products is the best. So another thing is freelancing. Freelancing is about working with someone. Yeah, I don't want to use working for someone because in this case you are not really working for someone. You are working with someone, maybe an organization or an individual. Like I said the other time, if you are the type that, like I said in the other lesson, if you are the type that you like writing, for instance, and you are good with Microsoft Office, then there may be an organization now or maybe an individual who needs help with documentation or a particular document, then they can reach out to you. I need help on this. Okay, I can do this for you at so price. Or I will charge based on the hours I spent on I will charge based on the words, the number of words you need or the number of pages, do anyhow you want to do it. This thing now is based on your own terms. Nobody is forcing you, you don't have to follow one organizational rules and regulations. You create your own rule, and if it's okay with the person, okay, yes, is okay with me, then you people will close the contract just like a contract base, and you deliver. You don't have to see the person. The highest you can do, maybe if the person wants, in fact, if you have created enough credibility for yourself online, the person might not even necessarily need that. Okay, I want to do video call with you. But if the person still insists on the call, you can have a call with the person and you just do your thing. Everything is done online. Then the person pays you, you deliver. You can either, okay, pay me upfront of so percentage, maybe 50 or 75% percentage upfront. Then you, once the work is delivered and you're okay with it, you send me your balance, or you pay everything in full. Whatever works for you. As long as you have built your credibility online, people will find it easy to trust you. That is just how it works. So that is why you have to take your time to build first. Because if you have not built first, it will be very difficult for you to now, this thing is stage by stage. That is why I said it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not something you just do overnight. It takes time. It might take you months. But as long as you are consistent out there, so that if somebody now needs your service and they come to your page and they see the kind of content, how consistent you've been, they will know, okay, yes, this person is an authority in this field. This person is an expert in this field. So trusting you becomes easy. You, even when you want to close a deal, you give them your email, your portfolio, your everything. Once all these things are set already, then trusting you will become easy. People will not find it hard to trust you. So that is it. That's what freelancing is all about. Freelancing is about working with people and they pay you based on the project. Skill-based earning, monetize special skills, flexible income streams, writing, maybe you're a writing designer or your virtual assistants, maybe virtual assistant, like maybe you can work for someone for a particular company, maybe as a sales representative, or everything you are doing is from the comfort of your home. You are not actually going there. Everything is remote. When you're in remote jobs, like you're working from home. So platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, TopTal, these are platforms where people hire freelancers. And then you develop a portfolio, build client base. Building a portfolio is just like a compilation of your works, your projects, the things you've done in the past. So as a startup, the best thing you can do is create mock-up portfolios. You don't necessarily have, maybe just assume that, okay, you've done this work already. Let's say, for instance, if you are a writer, maybe you've written for, you just create some kind of write-up, maybe for a particular business, a mock-up. We live in a generation whereby everything has become easy. There are AI tools that you can actually use to, just tell the AI, create so things for me. Before you know, within seconds, it has created it for you. You just add all those things to your portfolio, buy them up as a portfolio. So I will not really be going into the details because of time, but everything is in my book, Dream Build Earn. Affiliate marketing. I know that some of us might have been hearing what is affiliate marketing, what is affiliate marketing. So let me just clarify it in a simple term. Maybe you are the type that you are overwhelmed with the stress of creating course, or you don't want to go through the stress of creating courses or whatever. Then what can you do? In your own niche, in your own area of expertise, if you are a fitness coach, you don't want to start creating courses on or coaching or everything. You don't want to go out creating ebooks or creating something you can sell. The best thing you can do in this case is look for someone who has created courses or created templates or created a digital product in that area of fitness. And all you have to do is just to carry that person product and sell it. And when you sell it, there is a particular percentage that now comes to you. Every digital products now, every person that sells digital products, there are systems that you can actually use to access that product, get a link that is that is assigned to you, so that when you sell that particular product through that link, even though they pay to the person's account, there is a particular percentage that will now come to you. So these are ways you can actually earn. This is something I've also earned from. I've actually marketed people's products that I got percentages from. So these are ideas that you can actually use as long as you have chosen your particular area of focus, your particular niche. All you just have to do is sell people's products in that particular niche. If you are not, if you don't want to go through the stress of creating your own products, but actually, if you really want to make real success, you have to just take the stress of creating your own product that are unique to you so that you stand more as as an authority in your niche. So another one is coaching. Share your expertise. Like this one I'm doing now is a coaching program. So and for you to be able to attain this level, you must have been well grounded in your niche. So since it's something you love to do and you are skilled in doing it and you have been doing it over time, you've had gathered some experience. So those experience you've gathered, then you can actually now package it and teach it out to others. Organize programs like this, make it paid so that by the time people now they've already trusted you, you've built your authority, you've built your consistency, and they now see that this person is an expert in this particular group. So by the time you now pitch to them that okay, I'm organizing a program for you to be able to get so results in that your particular niche, there, but you will pay me so amount. People will now pay you to participate in it. That's how it works. This is another way you can actually make money. So meet Alex, a university student who earned $1,000 selling custom digital art commissions online. This demonstrates the tangible value of monetized skills. So anything you actually are good at, you can digitalize it and make money from it online. Value perception and pricing. This is another thing. There's something we call passive value. Passive value. The reason a lot of persons feel like okay, maybe how do I do this thing? Especially when it comes to pricing, how will people pay for this kind of? Let me paint a particular scenario for you. If you go to the market, let me ask you this question. If you go to the market to buy a phone, an iPhone for instance, and maybe when you get there, you now see there are two people selling, and the both of them are selling their iPhones 1.2 million. Or let me say one is selling 1.1 and the other is selling 1.2 million naira. The one that is selling 1.1 is giving you just the phone. Is giving you just the phone. Why the one that is selling for 1.2, as he's selling for 1.2, is giving you the phone attached with AirPod, attached with a power bank, attached with other accessories that ordinarily if you wanted to buy them in the market, it will cost you extra stress and it will cost you maybe making the wrong choice and it will cost you maybe even more money. So which one would you want to buy? The 1.1 or the 1.2? Now there is something called perceived value. There's a way you package your product in such a way that by the time you call the price for that product, people, you've already worked with people, you have already given them this impression that this thing is actually worth even more than the money. And actually it's worth more than the money, because even this particular program that I'm giving you for free right now, if I wanted to price it, even if I say come and pay 10,000 or come and pay 20,000 for this program, it's worth more than it, because the value you're getting from it at the end of the day, you are going to make way more than that amount. I don't know if you get. So that is what perceives value. So packaging your product in such a way that by the time people, the way you present it to them, it will be perceived as something that yes, this thing is very valuable. So that when you call the price for that thing, they won't even negotiate, they won't even price it, they will just buy from you. So that's what perceived value is talking about. So not just production cost drives willingness to pay. It is not the cost you spend, it's not the money you spend on producing that particular product that will make people pay. Consumers weigh benefits against price. This subjective assessment dictates market success and pricing strategies. Now, for instance, let's say two people they want to sell they want to sell let me say let me say a particular generator. Let me use generator as an instance. People who wants to sell generator and somebody now pitched, so one of them now say this generator is 1200 kilowatt, it has 2000 power horse, blah 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 blah, just giving you all the features. And somebody, another person now comes and say this generator, it can carry everything in your house. It can carry both your fridge, your TV, your everything. It will power everything, give you constant light. It doesn't consume too much fuel. You don't have, even if you put 1 liter of fuel, it can carry you for 24 hours. All those kind of things. Which of the two will you buy from? So the one that is giving you all the technical features, probably you can't even relate with it. You can't really even understand it. But the one that is selling the benefits to you, telling you the benefit, telling you the things you will actually benefit from buying that product. So by the time that person now tells you the price, you will not even really argue. You will just pay. Because all those things, they meet your pain point. So when you are pricing, when you are pitching the price of your products to people, don't sell the products to them. Sell the benefits. Let them know all the things they are going to benefit from that product. So that by the time you let them know what they're going to benefit, if that benefit now pitch their pain points, maybe for instance now somebody who is a very busy person and doesn't have time to cook, then you as a professional, you now created a template on how that person can actually get how manage time and will help that person to be able to manage his or her time to be able to still cook and in such a way that it will not be stressful. That kind of person now, you tell them these are the benefits they will get, they will learn how to do this, they will learn how to do that, as long as they will be able to overcome that challenge. That's all you need to do. So once people can connect through that, then it will be easier for them to buy from you. So you are not telling people the price. And that is the mistake a lot of persons make when they meet you that this thing, how much is it? And you just tell them 15K, this thing is 20K. Before you know, you've lost that person. But you don't tell them the price, you tell them the value. So people buy value, they don't buy because of price. Competitive landscape. Analyze competitor pricing to position your products effectively. Understand their value proposition and market share. This informs your price elasticity decisions. So that is if you are selling a product that is similar to other products in the market. What makes your product stand out? If people are selling, it doesn't matter, even if others are selling, let's say for example, they are selling 10,000, even if you now say your own is 15,000, it depends on the way you price the value that will not make people buy. In fact, if you make your if you make your products perceived to be so valuable, in fact they will be seeing those ones with lower price as maybe they are not original enough. I've been to the market one day that I wanted to buy a product, and I think it was biscuits, and they said this one is 120, this one is 150, and I was now like the same product. Alright, this one that is 120. The way the product was packaged, the way it was designed, the way the branding made me to look like be like saying that this one will be 150 and I be original. Maybe now why the money cost like that. I just had to buy the one of 150. I don't know if you get the concepts there because of the packaging, because of the way it was, presented. Even despite the fact that the price was higher, but it was perceived to be the original. So this thing is not about the amount. It's not about the price. It's about the perceived value. So justify higher price points by emphasizing unique value. So if your price is higher, the only way you can justify that higher price is the value, the unique value that if they get this one, they cannot get that kind of value from other ones. I don't know if you get. So highlight the innovations, quality, or superior customer experience. This moves beyond cost plus models. So positioning your unique offer, passive income. the information, because earning a passive income is the best kind of income you can ever get. A passive income means that the income you get even while you are asleep, you are not actively working. You know, the problem that a lot of people have is because they are trading time for money. You know, the concept of money, the what people see as money, you know, when we say money now, a lot of persons, what they think next is the cash. What they think next is currency, naira, or whatever currency. Currency is not money. Cash is not money. You see, money is just something you give in exchange for value. You have to understand that money is something you give in exchange for value. Before now, before if I in the primitive ages, money, what we know now was not this cash, this notes that we know now was not in existence. I'm sure a lot of us know that it started as trade by barter. Like if you have something, if you have yam and I have corn, then we can exchange based on the value. The value, if I feel like two yams, the value for two yams is five corn. Then you give me five corn, I'll give you two yams. I don't know if you get. So the value of each commodity is what they use to exchange. So it got to a time that okay, they no longer use trade by barter. They started using cowries. They feel like okay, if to buy one yam, the value of one yam is two or three cowries. From there, they extended to coins before we have the notes that we have today now. So if you want to buy something now, you exchange that product for the amount, like the value you feel like it's worth. So the money is not the currency, it's not the notes, it's not the currency, it's the value exchange. It is the value exchange. So the problem is now that everybody is just trading time for money. So if people say, I want to make money, I want to make money, I want to make money, everybody is working, working, working. Okay, how much money do you even want to make? So what we see as the money is the notes, the currency, the numbers, which is not so. So the best way for you to actually have an income is if you can build something that earns you money, even that earns you a sustainable income, even when you're asleep. Even when you're asleep. There was there was a course I bought one time, and the author of that course, I read it was so impactful that I had to search about the author, and I discovered that the author was late, like over 10 years ago. The author has already died, and I bought the course. Now, this person is dead already, but the still making money. That is what I call passive income. The passive income is the kind of income that it doesn't even need your presence to be there. It doesn't even require presence for that money, for that income to keep flowing. It doesn't require your presence. So that is the best kind of income you want to build for yourself, and that is what building this thriving online business is all about. A passive income. So if you can set up, let's say for instance, now all you just need is a one-time work. One-time work. Just the only thing you have to do is just create the product. And once you create the product, just put it out there and set up systems that will help you to, people will be able to access it, pay, and the only thing you will just sleep. When you wake up, you just see a lot on your phone. And this thing has happened to me over time. In fact, most of my product that sells, they sell when I'm asleep. I will just wake up and I will just come and see a lot on my phone. Some that they don't pay to directly to my account, the platform will email me. I'll just see email notification of credit. So person bought my products. I don't know if you get. So because I already set those systems in place, and automatically it will just generate more. That is the best kind of this one now doesn't require my time. The only time I have inputted is that time that I used to create the product. And once I put it on the system, the algorithm, everything they will just buy it, and the only thing I just see is my money consistently. it has been, is there now. That one will keep generating. As long as there are people who will keep needing that thing, they will just go there, buy, and I get my money. So the only thing I just have to do is keep creating problem solving products that will keep generating more income so that I have more streams of income. So income with minimal ongoing efforts. Even if you have to do anything at all, is maybe you just have to, maybe the platforms that are helping you to sell that product, maybe you have to maybe resubscribe, renew your subscription, all those things. Systems generate continuous earnings. Financial independence cornerstone, strategic asset utilization. So all those things, you don't need to even do too much stress. You just be relaxing and your money will keep coming. That is passive income. So this is another way. Email lists, building connections. This is actually a kind of advanced something, but I will not want you as a starter to go into this more complicated technical process. Email marketing. When by the time you start building audience, email marketing is one way you can actually reach out to people. Email list are foundational for direct audience engagement, fostering community and enabling targeted communication, crucial for sustainable passive income models. So your roadmap to freedom: unlock actionable strategies for financial independence with Dream Build Earn ebook. This comprehensive guide provides a step-by-step system to translate entrepreneurial visions into tangible income. In this book, you are going to actually get everything you need, like I said. And I'm going to be releasing the link in the platform, and I'm going to attach the link also to this particular video if you are interested in getting this. Now, mind you, this book is not by force, it's not a must. It's not a must for you to get. But if you are really interested in taking this business very seriously and you want to go to the next level, you need everything that you need for you to thrive and for you to get this thing correctly and do it without mistake. Because if you try to do it all by yourself, the truth is that you will make mistakes. You will, in fact, you will fail in some areas. It will take you time. You will be slow. But imagine following somebody who has already taken the steps, somebody who has already journeyed the road and knows where to put his leg and all that, who has already made all the mistakes and corrected all his errors. Following someone will help you go faster and avoid all those kind of errors that you could have repeated. So that is what this book is going to get to you. So if you get this book, you are going to not just going to get this book. Apart from all the values you are going to get from it, this book is also going to give you access to my community. This community is community of real creators, people who are building, people who are creating the kind of life they want. Because the truth is that we have been equipped to build the kind of life we want. Your life is in your hands. So whatever dream you have, whatever thing you think you want to build in life, whatever life you want to build for yourself, you can achieve it. So this is a community of people who are building the kind of life they want for themselves. So if you want to join this community and you want to get direct one-on-one mentorship that is going to hold you by the hand and take you through this road without any kind of mistakes, avoiding all the errors and slowdowns that will take you years, this book is going to give you access everything you are going to need, all the resources you are going to need, all the tools you are going to need, all the platforms you are going to need. Everything is in this book. This book is a full pack. In fact, a full pack. So I'm going to drop the link and the platform, and I'm also going to attach it to the description of this video. So it's either you check the platform or also check the description of this video. So you're going to get the link from there for you to be able to have access to this course. Like I said, it is not a must. It is not by force. So it is only a matter of decision. If you have decided to move forward and to really do this thing, the link is there. So with the link, you'll be able to get access to this book. So that being said, so the funnels and automation for you to scale growth, sales funnels mechanism, automation tools and efficiency, scaling passive income. There are different kind of funnels. When we talk about funnels, it talks about the processes, the processes, step by step process for you from say, it's just like, for instance now, if you have a physical store, a physical product you're selling, the processes of the process of exchange between the seller and the buyer is that the person will come to your store, then see what he wants to buy, then he will pick it, then he will pay you in cash. That is the process. But in case of digital products, funnels is just like, for instance, funnels to this, the way some of us got into this, the way some of us got into this program was because you saw an advertisement somewhere, either on Facebook or on Instagram. That was the first step of my funnel, advertisement. So when you saw the advertisement, then you click the link. Then the link took you to my landing page, which is my website. So it was when you read about the program on my website, then you saw another link that now brought you to this platform. So that is now where that is like a funnel from here to here to here. So if this was a paid ad, if this was a paid program rather, you would have seen the ad, then the ad will take you to my website, then the website now take you to a payments page where you are going to pay, and when you pay, then you are going to be referred to a another page where you're going to see the link that will now bring you to into this platform. So this step by step from here to here, from here to here, till you got the final result is what we call funnels. So you are going to creating your own funnel. It can either be, if you are selling a particular product, most ways to do this thing is running advertisements, because even if you have 0 followers, but when you run advertisements, maybe on Facebook or on Instagram or maybe Google Ads, it will reach out to a larger audience. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. Advertisements will reach out to millions of people, depending on how you set it up, depending on how much you put for, because you're actually paying all this platform. You pay Facebook, or you pay Meta, or you pay Google for them to run advertisement for you. So it depends on how much you are paying them. That will determine the audience that will see your advertisement. But you can even use as low as 2,000 naira to reach out to thousands of people. So when these people see your advertisements, then it's either you are referring them to your WhatsApp. Maybe when they click that advertisement, they bring them to your WhatsApp, and you guys can discuss. Then you send them a payment, maybe whatever you want, wherever you want them to pay, and you deliver your product. Or you can set up a website, or there are other platforms where you can actually put your product, so that when they click the link, you take them to that platform, they will buy, and from there, like for this my ebook now, there's a platform where the link is taking you to. When you get to that platform, from there you can access the ebook. So that is just what sales funnel is all about. Then automations and tools, automation tools and efficiency. Automation is all about, this is what makes your income passive. You don't need to do any work again. The only thing is, as long as you put your product out there, because of these systems, they have already set up, automated in such a way that the only thing you just see is your alert. You don't need to do any work again, because if you are running advertisement to your WhatsApp, then you now need to start doing the stress of sending them account number, sending them the products when you are done, when they have paid. But there are systems, there are platforms where you can just run your advertisement to, or you've already put your account details there, everything. They will just pay, and the platform will deliver to them. The only thing that comes to you is just your money. So this is what automation is all about. So this is the exercise for this particular lesson. Considering your skills, since you know your skills, you know your interest, you know your passion, and you know the product now, or the service that you can deliver, whether the product or a service or a digital asset that you can deliver, that you you realistically create and sell online to generate income within the next 30 days. So the exercise now, creating your first offer. So considering your skills or interests, what product or service or digital assets could you realistically create and sell online to generate income within the next 30 days? So I want you to build something within the next 30 days. Think about it. If you have done the assignment from the past lessons, then I believe that by now you should have something that you can actually create. So in the next 30 days, if you want to work with me, get access to my book. That book will give you access to my community. And once you are already in my community, I'm going to hold you by the hand in the next 30 days, and we are going to create something. We are going to create a particular product that will start earning you money in the next 30 days. That will start earning you income in the next 30 days. So if you really want to do this, get access to my book and I will work with you. So this is just the key takeaways from this lesson. Diversify income streams beyond attention. Strategic pricing enhances passive value and passive income for continuous earnings and actionable steps for immediate earning. So we have come to the end of this program. If you have gotten value from this program, I want you to comment in the comment section. Tell me your biggest takeaway. Tell me what you've learned, and if you are interested in moving forward and doing more and getting this thing done realistically, I want you to comment, I am interested. I am interested. So thank you once again. Thank you for trusting me and thank you for your time. I hope this is the beginning of your success story and I hope to see you at the top. Thank you.